Hello friends, welcome to 99 Movie Recaps. Today we recap horror movie The Conjuring. So let's get started. Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren are proven because the film starts. Who percentage their supernatural and paranormal revel in a conference. In the following scene, Carolyn Perrin and Roger Perrin who are moving in a residence with their children. Their all children input the residence, however their apprehensive canine is unwilling to enter the residence. They have 5 daughters named Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. April unearths a track container below a huge tree having an adjusted mirror. While playing cover and clap, a pine timber is damaged through the alternative girls. That pine timber become constant to hide a door. Behind it, their father unearths a shop room complete of darkness which is composed a piano with different vintage matters. Their disturbed canine constantly bark. Next morning, Carolyn has many spots of wounds on his foot. Their clocks are nonetheless set to 3:07, and their lifeless canine is located outdoor through April. Next scene takes place in Ghost Museum of Ed Warren wherein press reporter is likewise gift with Ed. Where Warren is informing reporter that each gift matters in museum is ghostly or had been utilized in witchcraft. These ghosts come right here for worship as soon as a month. Ed then tells approximately Annabelle doll. They tell, this doll has a devilish strength which makes use of it as a source. Thereafter, farmhouse is proven where the clock does now no longer paintings because it moves 3:07. And evil occurring arise at the precise time. And a person pulls Christine's foot for the duration of her sleep on her bed. And she additionally feels a nasty scent. Cindy is sleepwalker so reaches in Andrea's room on this state. And hits her head with cloth dresser mysteriously. Next day, one extra wound spot is regarded at the frame of Carolyn. When Roger is going outdoor, he observes a lifeless pigeon which falls from the tree. He is astonished seeing it. This occurring shows the shooting of a devilish strength there. April and Carolyn are on my own at home. April is visible speaking with any other invisible thing. April then asks to play cover and clap. When Carolyn actions to Andrea's room searching for her. The cloth dresser is opened there automatically. And a person claps bringing his palms outdoor the cloth dresser. Carolyn is amazed on it, however for the maximum component ignores. Following that, a person pulls Christine's foot extra strongly for the duration of her sleep, inflicting her to panic. She observes a person's status at the back of the door who threatens to kill her and all own circle of relatives. Nancy is likewise together along with her, however not anything is seen earlier than her. But foul scent is felt. Then Christine tells it to Roger and all own circle of relatives. Carolyn is proven having many spots of wounds on her frame. She then hears the sounds of children playing. All children are dozing of their rooms as she checks. But extraordinary occurring takes place as all pictograph frames are fallen and damaged automatically. Then she hears a legitimate of lady. Hearing her, she follows. Reaching close to basement, the door of basement is robotically opened. Going with inside the basement, while Carolyn attempts to break out, its doorways are robotically closed. Carolyn is dropped from the stairs, and a ball is thrown to her via way of means of a person. Carolyn once more attempts to break out, however darkness prevails there. Then Carolyn blazes the matchstick to make aspect visible. A clapping lady is horrifying her on the lower back side. Carolyn is entrapped there. Reaching in Andrea's room, Cindy is hitting her head with a cupboard. Seeing it, Andrea takes Cindy to her mattress for sleep. Suddenly the door of that cloth dresser is robotically opened. Andrea opens the cloth dresser for checking. A girl ghost is on the upside of the cloth dresser and assaults on her. Roger reaches there immediately and hears the crying sound of a person in surroundings. First of all, he opens the door of basement extracting Carolyn. Coming out of doors the basement each move upstairs and acquire their youngsters at a place. Now they may be all afraid. In subsequent scene a college is proven wherein Ed Warren is handing over a lecture on supernaturalism. And Carolyn is likewise there as a listener. After lecture, Carolyn actions to Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren inviting them to her residence. On it, Ed and Lorraine visit her residence. Carolyn and Roger famous the entire story. That the situation are going worse. They inform the residents stinks. The door is knocked 3 times in a nighttime and additionally closed in morning time. And coming chook in residence cook is located lifeless of their garden. All clocks of residence are stopped at 3:07. Ed responds them, those occurrences are the indication of Satan's presence right here. Thereafter, they flow to basement and going there Lorraine realizes, something is incorrect right here. And lots of evil happenings that came about there. Asking all incidents from Carolyn, Ed facts everything. On the opposite side, Lorraine investigates approximately the body of April. On it, April palms her over the song box. While gambling the song, Lorraine notices the spirit of a small child Rory in her replicate approximately whom she had requested from April. Then they visit that tree wherein they determine this song box. Lorraine lays eyes on that ghost which changed into teasing this family. Then Lorraine famous, this residence is the living of a large Satan. Coming right here, she had detected them. This is a black Satan effective spirit. She tells that she had visible the darkish discern at the back of Carolyn, Roger and all youngsters. The darkish discerning ghost is with them which irritates them. This has caught with them, in the event that they leave, this could now no longer forestall pursuing them. Ed then informs them, exorcism can be carried out right here and for it they want an authorization from church. Firstly, they need to supply proof to church after which it'll be allowed. Lorraine tells, there are various ghosts and certainly considered one among them is evil-hearted. And Ed performs the recorded at nighttime however hears simplest his voice. There isn't any recording of Roger and Carolyn. And Lorraine tells the records of this vicinity to Ed. As a person had construct a farmhouse here. He married a female who used to agree within black art. Even she become a spell caster in it. Her call become Bathsheba and he or she become going to kill a devil. And burning her 7 days toddler, Bathsheba had sacrificed him. And while her husband had become witness of her doing, going for walks outside, she devoted suicide striking herself with a tree. After this incident, many deaths happened there as a toddler named Rory become lost. Drowning in his grief, her mom devoted suicide in that residence's key room. Otherwise a neighbor additionally devoted suicide and a toddler become lifeless drowning in a pool there. During their conversation, recorder is performed itself. Now Ed's voice is heard with ghost's terrible sound. The time is now 3:07 p.m. the subsequent day. Ed and Lorraine visit Roger's residence and accumulate all the evidence. So that they will show it to church. A police workplace and a boy Brad assist them putting the voice recorder and cameras in residence surroundings. And Lorraine notices the Carolyn-owned circle of relatives picture-graph in her and the usage of her power, knows this unique second of making. And Ed sprinkles the holy water in all rooms to annoy the devilish powers if our gift there. And its movement can also additionally record. Suddenly basement door is opened, Ed and Lorraine flow there. But there may be not anything as they are attempting to return back outside, the door is routinely shut. They do not get evidence, locating not anything at that night time. And all are taking breakfast fortuitously subsequent morning. Ed says to Carolyn to have a few rest. I will manipulate the entirety with Lorraine. When Lorraine is drying the clothes, she notices status Bathsheba at the back of the dress. Suddenly that dress flies and is caught with the mattress room window of Carolyn. As the dress is uncovered, Lorraine perspectives the ghost of Bathsheba. Before Lorraine arrives there, Bathsheba bewitches her. And now the devilish moments are begun. And those heinous evil spirits. At first, police officer Brad hears a girl's voice and at once he sees the maid ghost who becomes suicider. And it frightens the police officer. And Macy then is going to Andrea's room in sleepwalking and that room door is locked. Nancy's sleepwalking pics are captured with the aid of using cameras. It becomes apparent that there has been a person besides Nancy. When Nancy is within inside the room, she hears a children's voice, conceal yourself. All run closer to that room however they discover neither a toddler nor Nancy. Ed is looking with the torch mild and unearths her in an empty vicinity among walls. April informs Lorraine, when Rory is afraid, hides himself there. Rory's mom ghost disappeared saying, they requested me to do as such. Bathsheba's ghost is likewise there which terrifies Lorraine as she attempts to run, it reverses her pulling her necklet. That necklet is dropped down and broken. This become given through her daughter named Judy whose image is adjusted in locket. Running out of doors, Lorraine tells that bewitching, those evil spirits compel moms to take the lifestyles in their child. She tells, now it's Suddenly crucifixes are fallen on ground and a person mysteriously pulls the hair of Nancy, dragging her to and fro. But they shock Nancy successfully. They determine to go away this residence. On it, Ed informs Roger that they will constitute the whole thing earlier than church for exorcism of residents. Meanwhile, Lorraine hears her daughter Judy's voice and sees her useless frame inside the pool. She is nervous seeing it. She is given disillusioned for her daughter and tells to Ed approximately calling it an indication. In coming day, Ed and Lorraine inform the complete took-place incidents of residents to Father, displaying all proofs. They have additionally the image of sleepwalking Nancy. Alongside her, the spirit of status Rory is likewise there. Father informs they'll ought to take permission of exorcism from different authority due to the fact they're non-Catholics. Now Ed and Lorraine's daughter Judy is shown. The ghost of Bathsheba reaches to her via her locket. It pulls the foot of Judy, awakening her. She is given afraid and comes out of doors looking for her father and mother. We additionally realize right here that Annabelle doll is disappeared at their ghost museum. Judy is afraid. On the identical time Bathsheba is likewise visible there, maintaining the Annabelle doll in her lap. Bathsheba terrorizes and tries to damage Judy. But Ed and Lorraine arrive simply in time to shop their daughter's lifestyles. On the alternative side, Carolyn is taking Christine and April alongside her. Knowing it, Roger informs Ed instantly. Carolyn tells, I am going to that residence due to the fact a majority of these devilish powers make moms to kill their kids via enchantment. All go back to that residence. Carolyn is sort of to kill Christine as they attain there, but they spare the lifestyles of Christine and seat her in car. Seeing this occurrence, April hides herself in an area in fear. As they attempt to carry Carolyn out the residence, in the meantime Ghost intends to damage her, stopping. Lorraine receives the factor as Carolyn is going out of doors. She could be useless through Ghost. That Satan drags Carolyn into shop room. They attempt to shop Carolyn going into the shop room. But Satan turns her circumstance worst with its energy, so it become now no longer the kid's play to conquer it. On the alternative side, police officer is looking April inside the residence. Carolyn isn't anyone's control. And she assaults on all people one via way of means of one. They fasten Carolyn with a chair. Observing her condition, Ed makes a decision to carry out exorcism. As Ed starts off of all exorcism, this Satan Bathsheba is misplaced, its manipulate and devilish powers are extra strengthened. But Ed keeps to carry out exorcism. Now a odd scene is proven wherein Satan lifts the chair up in air, preventing exorcism. Falling that chair, breaks it. As an end result, Carolyn is unfastened. And she attempts to assault Ed differently. At the identical time, Thomas unearths April. Knowing the hidden vicinity of April, Carolyn proceeds to kill her. Before Carolyn kills her, Ed accomplishes his exorcism, attaining there. Taking away of means of Ed, Bathsheba has the same opinion to leave. And Carolyn remains bewitched via way of means of the Satan. Lorraine and Roger then assist her. They beef up her with the recollections of her youngsters and own circle of relatives, so that she might also additionally combat with this ghost. Eventually, the affection of his own circle of relatives together along with her children is won. And that devilish ghost unwillingly frees Carolyn and leaves. And Carolyn involves her regular nation and all start to stay their lives happily. And April returns Lorraine's locket and Ed locations that song container in his museum. Here the film ends. Movie The Conjuring was released in year 2013. Movie is directed by James Wan. The Conjuring movie got a review of 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. The main cast of the movie are Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, Livingston, and Lili Taylor. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel 99 Movie Recaps.